All right, let's talk a little bit about communication, right? And specifically email, because I spend my life on email just like you guys do. And it's an art form like anything else. Take it seriously. Because listen, if you're just talking to your buddies like you talk to them on Twitter or TikTok or whatever the hell, fine, that's one thing. But don't do that to clients. It's a privilege to have these jobs. It's a privilege to have their ear. Exhibit good craft, right? Understand that spelling, grammar, sentence structure, and things are really important. If you're spelling like a beast, they're going to see it and they will judge you for it. If your punctuation is off, take just a little bit of pride in your craft. I am not a certified professional with my grammar, punctuation, syntax, and all that kind of stuff. No. But I take pride in it. I try to learn all the time the proper things, the proper, whatever. You can look into Grammarly. I think you got to pay a little bit for it, but I love this thing. If I'm a little on the fence, I'll just plop in whatever I'm nervous about to see how they react. Seasoned professionals, and putting it up against these different style guides and stuff, that's cool. Or how about this? Just how you lay the email out is important. You don't just want to hit the cursor and just run off some 19-sentence run-on sentence like people do. That is hard to read, right? Break up your thoughts. Break up your ideas. There's a thing called a space bar. There's a thing called, a return key. Use that little bit of, that little bit of data, that little bit of space to delineate things, right? All right, let's get into an email and some basic tips for how to build one out. First things first, clear subject line. It's craft. Explain what you're doing. Maybe at all times, just a quick dash to say this is round one. There's a lot of ways you could do it. Be clear with your subject line. If we're doing DDC, Skillshare, 8, dash, round one, take the time to put the names in there. Simple greeting, clear and concise. Set the tone. Here's the so-and-so. That's it, right? Instead of attachments, just do a Dropbox link. Generate the link or cloud link, whatever you want to call it, whatever your service is. Send a tiny little concise link with a nice file name, right? That shows that you have a command over the data. You're not wasting anyone's time. You're not wasting any data. Now watch what I'm going to do here. I'm going to come down. I'm going to put a couple little dashes. Space, dash, space, 4 of them. I'm going to come in here and say, Adobe Illustrator link. Exactly what it is. Copy and paste, that Dropbox link in there. Come out of this. Put a little bit of delineation there. Now that you've got the link in there, just say something quick like, check those out. Hit me back with your thoughts. Now, thinking one little step further, always let people know where you're at, right? What I mean by that is like, don't play the game of hiding behind the emails. Be confident to say, I'll be here another hour. So let me know. Because what that does, that means they have an hour to react or whatever, right? Always put your name in there. I always put Aaron, So down below my name, I don't have signatures necessarily, ready to go in here. So I'll just go build one out. Now, one step further is just give this a little bit different color. So I'll go with the red or go with the orange, maybe, I don't know. But here's the thing, just this quick right here. You've got their name spelled out. You've got your first idea out there. You've got a spot where the link is living. It's not buried inside one big run-on sentence. You've got space in between your ideas and the way you would speak in real life, right? This is good craft. The next time you get this, you can go in there, and this is crucial, say they react, you send another link, you send another file, and you jump in there and you put DDC Skillshare 8 round 2. What you're providing to the client is you're providing this clearly delineated set of emails, right? Every time, don't just put the little reply thing in there because it starts to get this chain thing going. Start over with the next round. You owe it to yourself. You owe it to them. When you keyword search your emails, this will come up a little bit quicker. Clarity, clarity, clarity. What you don't want to do is send stuff off that people are going to have a hard time with and make more work for them. Just understand that that tells everything about you when you send that stuff off. It's got your fingerprints all over it. If you make it hard on people, they'll remember, right? So don't do that.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, feel free to like and subscribe to stay up to date on all of our latest videos.